You're watching The Real Fishing Show with Bob Azumi.
Ontario has some of the best bass fishing opportunities found anywhere in the world. Doesn't matter if you're talking from Kenora to Cornwall, we've got so many lakes that are full of bass, and many of them are untapped. On today's show, we're going to show you some examples of some of the phenomenal bass fishing opportunities we have right here in this province. Glad you could join me.
Coming up, largemouth bass are known for their big appetite and the fight they put up on the end of your line. After fishing for them for a day, it's easy to see why they're such a popular game fish. On today's show, we'll take a look at some of the excellent largemouth fishing that Ontario has to offer. The province is full of lakes and ponds that have healthy populations of largemouth. Some of these places are right next to major urban areas, which means that good fishing is never far away. Bob starts off fishing topwater with Brett Pricker on a small lake near Kingston. This visual method can be one of the most exciting ways to catch bass. Then, it's off to the Toronto Islands to flip for big largemouth with tournament angler Will Wegman. This area is packed full of hefty bass, and it's within sight of the big city. Then Bob and guest James Fry, the mad chef of Toronto, do some ultralight fishing for largemouth at the Silver Springs Culinary Retreat.
More salad.
Oh, excellent. At least we're eating today.
Here comes.
Oh,
Could be a world record. That's so cool. All right. Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
Oh,
dude.
man. Way to size that one. Oh, there, he's got it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That is a monster.
The Real Fishing Show with Bob Azumi.
All right. Oh, man. Woo-hoo-wee. That was pretty cool. Oh.
Oh, I got one!
A Slavosaurus!
Okay. Oh.
Man, that's a good
There
fish.
it is. Oh, yeah. Good one. Whoa. Here he comes. Yeah. Wow, look at that. This is what Open Fish is all about, right? 16 pounds. Look at there.
Real Fishing is sponsored by Chevy Trucks, Ontario, More to Discover, and Tim Hortons.
Hey, folks, that's what I call real fishing. When it comes to fishing topwater lures, there's no question that some of the most explosive action is fishing the surface, especially as the sun's going down. Here's a couple of examples. This is the pop-in image and the new swayback spook. A couple of great examples of topwater lures. Now, when you're fishing the surface, it can be a lot of fun. Let's join Brett Pricker and I as we fish a small Ontario lake as that sun's going down. Oh,
Yeah, dude.
I missed them. I missed mine. All right.
Bait time.
There a spook time. You know, it's funny in my line of work how some things happen. And, you know, I'm on a nice, beautiful lake here in central Ontario with a fellow that I met at one of the CFT tournament weigh-ins the other day. And Brett Pricker from Kingston. You're in the banking business, Brett. And you came up to me and said, do you ever fish any of these smaller bodies of water, you know, for largemouth bass? And I said, oh, yeah, occasionally. I mean, I'll fish anywhere there's water and there's fish. And you said, well, you know, I've got a few lakes that I fish, you know, in the Kingston-Belleville area, north of the city, you know, just up in this area that's covered in lakes. And you said you catch some big fish. So I said, well, hey, I'll be coming in this area down the road. Why don't we get out for a little evening fishing? And here it is. We got about 40 minutes to fish before the sun goes down. This is a bait here, I bet you have never seen this. It's called a hocus locust. It's like a jitterbug, but it's called a hocus locust from Arbogast. It's got the clear lip, and it looks like, obviously, like a locust. So it's like a takeoff of the jitterbug. Whoa!
Oh, there it goes. Speaking of new lure.
All right. Yeah, nice little largemouth. Oh, you got one?
Well, that's a good one, too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Jeez,
Oh, yeah.
you got a good one.
All right. Nice one. You like the Zara spook?
I do.
Yeah.
Takes a little bit of time to get used to.
Walking
Just
the
letting
dog.
it sit there for a while is the key.
Oh, there it is. Oh, good one.
Yeah.
What a
2 pounds?
healthy fish, yeah. Nice belly to it. Right. A space full of water. Perfect.
Oh,
whoa. Missed it. How did that miss that? It missed it again. Right. Hocus locus. Like a jitterbug on steroids. Topwater lures can be a great choice in the morning or evening when the surface is flat and the fish are actively feeding. There are all kinds of lures available that will imitate wounded bait fish, frogs, or insects. After using the Hocus Locus for a while, I decided to try something else to see if I could coax a big one in. Yeah, what?
Size to him.
Yeah. I switched up here. This is a new
Different
color.
color on it, eh?
Yeah, it's a pretty cool color. It's a new color.
Natural finish, eh?
Yeah, of a poppin' image. That is a cool bait that it's sort of like a Pop R, which is made by Rebel. This is a bait that's slightly different. I love that color. It's got a little purple and yellow on it. I think what they'll do in a lot of cases, you know, when they're aggressive, they'll come up and eat this whole bait. But a lot of times tonight, I think what they're doing is coming up and eating this back hook.
Just nipping it.
Yeah, because it's sitting in the water like this. Not complaining though, Brad. I'm not complaining.
Oh, it's got some size.
Is that right?
It's good.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Nice one.
Yeah.
Nice one. Did that hit as soon as that spook hit the water?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is oh, this
I don't think that lure sat there for what,
no,
about a second?
This is a good one. This is a good one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nice bass.
Just pulling the line.
Oh
yeah.
That's what we've been looking for tonight.
Oh yeah.
Ate that spook.
Look at that.
All right.
That's a nice one.
That was right up tight.
Right
too.
up to that log.
That is a good bass. As you can see, I'm looking at you, but I'm working my bait.
Nice. Got his brother? His sister?
No. His niece. His grandchild.
That's a nice hit.
Look at the belly on that thing.
It's a good one.
Well fed.
Yeah.
Obviously, a lot of forage in this little lake here. Good bass.
A lot of fun, that one.
Stay tuned for Big Urban Bass Fishing.
Another big bass.
Closed captioning is brought to you by FNCC and BoaterExam.com.
Chevrolet. When you're the #1 selling brand in Canada, you rock the nation. With more power, more fuel efficiency, more dependability, and more utility. Plus, get the Silverado Special Edition Crew, now with $1,000 worth of extras on us. The Rock the Nation event is back and rocking.
Coleman promised.
Coleman promised to light my way. Coleman has been making reliable lanterns for over 100 years.
Coleman promised me shelter from the storm.
Only Coleman makes tents with a WeatherTech system to keep you dry, guaranteed.
Coleman promised to get me through the night.
The double lock valve guarantees our beds won't leak.
Coleman promised to keep things cool.
The extreme cooler that keeps ice for 5 days in temperatures up to 32 degrees Celsius.
That's cool.
Coleman promised.
At Coleman, we keep our promises for the past 100 years and the next.
One of the fascinating aspects of bass fishing is the fact that you can fish them so many different ways. And speaking of different ways, how about fishing heavy cover? Well, this jig here is designed for heavy cover fishing, and it is a Premier Pro Model jig, and it's got the red hook on it, which is a bleeding bait hook. Also, it's got the red fiber guard. Bass Fishing Pro Denny Brower designed this. It also has a yum chunk on the back with salt in it. Now, this bait is tailor-made for fishing in heavy cover, and I'm talking about boat docks, trees, lily pads, matted weeds. This weedless jig will get right in and penetrate where the big boys are. And speaking of the big boys, I'm with Will Wigman, and Will and I are fishing in the Toronto Islands for largemouth bass just near the city of Toronto. In fact, not far from downtown. Let's have a look. Oh, nice bass.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, big one. Whoa, take him over here. Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
That's a nice fish.
Oh, I just missed one.
They seem to be grouped up, eh? Oh, yeah.
I just missed one. I'm going to see if I can get one next flip. Oh, look at that bass. That's a big one.
There we go. Right on. Good average size fish.
That's
eh?
over 3 pounds.
Oh, yeah.
Easy, eh?
Right, girl.
All right.
Thank you.
Whoa. Another big bass. Isn't that funny? These are the smallest of the day so far. Pitch in there. Maybe there's another one, but he's the smallest of the day. And he's still.
Still a good chunky fish.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
a short and fat one.
Yeah, that's like probably what, two and something, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah, it's a fat fish. Look at that. His mouth there, his jaw's broken here. Get all the black pigmentation there. All right. Yeah. Little Toronto bassin. I'll tell you, this jig with the trailer on it, it kind of just swims down, you know, and those tails are going. And it works through these weeds pretty good, but you can see it through the water here. Just kind of falls. So what I'm doing is just flipping in the water and then just letting it fall right down. I'm not sure if it looks like a crayfish, a creature, or a bait fish. I do know one thing. Goodness.
Let's take a look down under with this week's Fish Eye View. Sponsored by Mercury, #1 on the water. Plastic worms have been around a good long time. Little wonder, for largemouth and smallmouth, they're one of the best all-around baits. Recently, there's been a huge back-to-basics trend in worm shape. There's just something about that plain tubular profile. Actually, it's more likely the presentation. Unweighted and rigged Texas or wacky style, you achieve a slow horizontal drop that fish can't resist. Unfortunately, nothing lasts forever, and eventually they're ready for retirement. Instead of throwing out good money, trim off the undamaged portion, even if it's a 1-inch tube. Because colors bleed, add these back to the original pouch for recharging. Now you've got a secret weapon in your tackle box. We've personally witnessed many bass that refuse to eat a whole worm. But when you follow up with a tidbit, you'll find that fish is often willing to hit. It may look ridiculous, but some fish are simply well-fed and don't want a heavy meal. It's also a typical response on pressured lakes where big baits are easier to recognize. Now you have a reason to recycle all those bits and pieces for those times when the big boys are looking for a light snack. There's more hard-hitting largemouth action coming up.
Come on over there.
There's something new at the top of the food chain. The world's first supercharged 4-stroke outboard, and the only power system of its kind anywhere. The revolutionary Mercury Verado. From whole shot to top end, it delivers unmatched power and acceleration, all in the quietest outboard ever built. See why all other outboards are history. Mercury Verado. Take charge. Bomber. The one and only.
Ontario has a ton of lakes that are full of vegetation, and this is where largemouth love to live. Jigs work wonders in thick weeds for largemouth bass. They can penetrate the vegetation without getting caught up. Their big bulky size makes them visible in stained water. Jigs with rattles are like a dinner bell calling the big bass through the weeds. Recently I was fishing Big Rito Lake near Ottawa with my son Darren, flipping a heavy jig in thick vegetation for largemouth bass. What you want to do is lower your bait down through this canopy of weeds that are down there. And even though we're fishing almost vertically right under the boat for the most part, we might pitch out, 20 feet or 10 feet out. That's why I've got the heavier weights on. Darren's got a 3/8 ounce bullet weight, which slides through the weeds pretty good. And I've got this 1 ounce jig on, which will pull this bulkier jig down through the weeds. There we go, Darren.
And he's got one.
Oh yeah, good one. Oh yeah. Darren, can you grab that buoy marker and just throw a buoy out right here? Whoa, Darren, look at the size of that baby. A 1 ounce Strike King Premier Elite flipping jig here. That's like a good 3-pounder right there. That's the type of fish there that win tournaments. Right there. Get that fish. Soft plastics are another excellent choice in thick weeds. They're virtually weedless when Texas rigged, and the thin profile allows them to slip through the vegetation with ease. I recently went fishing in southern Ontario with Paul Lee Chin, flipping soft plastic jerkbaits and weeds along docks and breakwalls. Let's have a look. Yeah. Nice bass. Nice bass. Whoa! All right, Paul, pull him around. Yeah, good one. All right. Good one. On yum dinger.
There we go.
Yeah.
Right when it dropped.
All right. Good one. How'd you do, run with it?
I just picked it up.
Yeah? I might have to change to that color you're using. Now what we got here is a break wall, and there's an inside weed line right along the break wall, and obviously that fish was either relating to the weeds or the break wall or both.
Man, these yum dingers are great. I gotta get some of these in my tackle box for tournaments.
You like these?
Oh, they're awesome. They just hold on to them. They don't let go.
No, it's just like fishing live bait. It's probably the most, all these new soft plastic jerk baits, like this yum dinger, it's probably the most revolutionary bait, and it looks like nothing more than a straight worm, but most bass hit this when it falls, and it quivers and falls down. Oh, there we go. Whoa, baby. Oh, yeah. Look at that baby. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That one just hit it and ran, Paul.
Good fish. Nice size. Good in the tournament.
All right.
Up next, Bob fishes with the Mad Chef of Toronto.
How much do you want to make that a catch fish on the cat?
$6.93.
Oh, that's right. Your part's gone. I forgot.
There is a place where people still care about real quality and innovation, where ideas aren't limited to an 8-hour clock. Performance is measured by your total satisfaction, and attention to detail is a celebrated way of life. Welcome to the Ranger family. Real people, real commitments, and boats that are literally legendary.
Hi, I'm Bob Azumi. After a day fishing, there's nothing like spending time enjoying a beautiful summer evening with my family and friends. And I won't let mosquitoes stop us from enjoying the fun. That's why I trust new Off Mosquito Lamp. The Off Mosquito Lamp uses a unique heat-activated pad that kills mosquitoes on an average-sized patio. I've always trusted Off to protect me when I'm fishing. Now Off gives me the protection I need for outdoor entertaining too. Off is effective protection you can trust.
You're watching The Real Fishing Show with Bob Azumi. This tip of the week is sponsored by Coleman.
When it comes to catching largemouth bass here in the province of Ontario, I'd have to admit one of the most intriguing aspects of fishing for them is that they will adapt to different types of water. Clear water, murky water, deep water, shallow water, all types of cover and structure. They'll relate to lily pads, trees, stumps, floating mats of weeds, all kinds of different aquatic vegetation. And on the other hand, they'll also relate to boulders, drop-offs, humps, bluffs. I love fishing for them because it's like putting a piece of the puzzle together or finding those pieces of puzzle to put it together. You can fish for them in so many different areas with so many different techniques. Ideally, you want to catch them shallow and deep, and when you put those pieces of the puzzle together, usually you've unlocked the secret to having good success. Well, you've seen how bass can be caught on stout tackle and heavy line, but now let's take a look at the other end of the scale. I'm talking about ultralight rods with light line and small baits. There are plenty of lakes and ponds all over Ontario that are great for ultralight bass fishing. On a recent trip, I visited Silver Springs Culinary Retreat in Flesherton, Ontario with James Spry, the mad chef of Toronto. We were casting small crankbaits and jerkbaits in crystal clear water for largemouth bass. But I'll tell you what, James was one of the most wacky characters I've ever fished with.
Oh, look, a garden snake.
Okay, what recipe you got for tonight?
Well, it's really, really good deep fried.
Deep fried? So like French fries?
It's sort of like French fries.
Oh, here it comes. See it? Oh, you got it. Oh, you missed it. What went on there?
What is that all about?
Amateur, huh?
Yeah.
See if it'll hit that little bait. Throw it out in that opening.
What, straight out?
Yeah, see, you see that fish there? Yeah. You don't have your Bob Azumi glasses on, that's why. Oh, it's coming for it. Just leave it.
Okay.
Okay, leave it. Give it a little tiny twitch. Another twitch. A little harder twitch.
There.
One more. Quicker, faster. You got to oh, he's got it.
There we go.
All right. You are the mad fisherman of Silver Springs.
So now that we got it, how are we going to get it out of here? This is the question.
Well,
This is the question.
it's not the wand, it's the magician.
All right, then we're just going to...
All right, I'll get over here and land it for you.
Careful now.
Now, we only got 4-pound test Excalibur on there. Oh, yeah. That's a nice little bass. Look at that. Hey, we got more salad.
Oh, excellent. At least we're eating today.
Yeah, we're eating.
Salad anyways.
Yeah. It's catch and release for the fish.
Yeah.
That is so neat. These fish in this clear water, you see them come up. This is a little holographic Rebel minnow, and it's got an incredibly realistic finish on it. And it comes in all sizes. That's the result there.
There she goes.
With a healthy little fish, obviously, it's spring-fed water.
So what is your biggest bass that you've caught?
Oh, 11.5 pounds.
And that was in Cuba.
Yep. How'd you know?
I keep track of things like this just in case somebody asks me.
So, you're not just a pretty face knows how to cook that.
No. I got information.
Yeah, you got insight.
Just in case. Oh. Yeah, okay, thanks.
Can you bring in his stunt double, the one that knows how to catch fish? Oh, you're rolling. Sorry.
There we go.
Oh, you got the little one in there, but that's all right. Because you know what?
What?
It doesn't matter how big they are, how hard they fight.
This one.
You like this ultralight?
I like this stuff, yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, isn't it?
Kids would have a great thing doing this, eh?
Oh, yeah. This is a great way to learn how to fish, is to downsize your tackle. Start with small stuff, like light lures like we're using. You're using a very small Rebel minnow, just a little holographic minnow. This bait that I'm using is just, you know, a little fat-free shad. I mean, look at how small that crankbait is. That's very small. You want me to help you with that fish?
Yeah, sure.
I don't want you getting, you know, all injured before cooking lunch today.
No.
Oh, that's a big bass. Bigger than your last.
Yeah, that's good. As long as we keep on getting bigger.
No, it doesn't matter, you know.
Yeah.
The stage of the game. Right.
Wow.
They went crazy in there. That's like a good 3-pounder right there. Well, hard done. All right. That's a big one. There we go. Oh, yeah. From topwaters to ultralights, there are so many ways of catching a largemouth bass. And I'll tell you what, the angling opportunities are endless here in the province of Ontario. Folks, get out and have some fun. We'll see you next week right here for some more real fishing.